Welcome to the Seifer Open number 2. I am Moonfasa. I've been away for a while, which I feel like I keep saying. But we're gonna get started in the round of 8. Yeah, we had 10 players in this tournament. Round of 8. First opponent is Zote. And since it is round of 8, it is only a best of 3. Which means we only get to pick 2 decks to use after the banning phase. Red or yellow are probably the spookiest ones in existence. But, yeah, I mean, I brought 2 yellow counters. Yellow is, I guess, spookier, but with counters, I feel like red is maybe the spookier one. Yeah, we're gonna lock in that ban. My red is banned, so I gotta keep Rakoans open to fight yellow? Depending what this is. Well, I think Rakoan should do well. It does well into Husk, since it's got low sort of deck weight. It does well into Flyers, because of Swarm. Less good into Rush, but often you can tell what is Rush. Okay, I need to pick a starting deck, yeah? Honestly, Reaver's probably great. It's not good into Flyers, though, but neither is Beasts. I think Reaver looks very cool. Perhaps? Just because he's got, like, 2 blue decks. Can't do, like, that much to bully blue, right? We'll lock it in. And he does start with the non-yellow, which is great. So we can have this matchup first. And we've got Rakoan saved for the future if we need to fight Flyers. If he beats us back with that. Or whatever it is. Who knows? I just assume Flyers. Yellow's an extremely flexible color. Oh my god, we got Trident Sanctuary start. Do I even keep Spellwhirl? Yeah, I would like a starting creature, but Spellwhirl should give starting creatures, like it's very likely. And we got one anyways. Okay. We go this way. He's playing mono blue, right? Yeah, so we want to stick to the sides. He's going to potentially be a bit more aggressive, so we need some time to not die. Spellroll now, not really a disadvantage. I just want to see what I have. Oh! I made a mistake. I thought I had 6 for some reason, or I did have 6. I needed 7. I should have placed him here, obviously, and then I could have placed the structure and stepped, so 1 missed Faeria. But then the structure would have to go on the left, which is maybe not great. I might just play Hydra. I cannot play Hydra. Okay. This is kind of cool. We're gonna get it to 7 lands. But, ooh. I actually have nothing to fight this. Well, I guess I could line up an Enchantress. That makes the most sense, right? And then we will step off of the well, since I can also not afford Sanctuary here. Very bold stepping in range. There might be a Water Alley plus Mystic Beast, but that's okay. Would work out okay, since I get to then place a lake somewhere else, put the Sanctuary there. Okay. Oh, can I even... I can't afford this, right? I can. We get 2 here. So I think it's a great opportunity for that, finally. But I want to put it on right side, so we step first. I miss 1, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So Sanctuary down first, then we sidestep to collect. Play second Enchantress. And that's pretty good. Having a 5-1 there, it's vulnerable to command, but there are a few of those in the deck. You could Humbling it. I would be happy with a Humbling. I don't have a second follow-up answer to the 4-4 though, currently. And considering he hopped in range last time, he's probably considering hopping in range a second time regardless. Let me post my link to the chat, our Discords. All right. Okay. So I didn't get command or anything. I'm kind of tempted to collect anyways, but maybe not. What do I even want to play? Like, I can play a Tyrannax. If this pops to a 6-6, which is unlikely. Uh-oh. He said it was going to have internet troubles, so... Okay. Definitely can afford Windfall. So this could pop to a 6-6 very easily. I need to line something up to fight this, though. Right? If I don't, then I don't have an answer regardless. So maybe I do have to step and collect. Either I +1 Hydra. Well, I think Tyrannax makes the only sense then. I think it actually just does make the only sense. So we will produce our lake, lock in that defensive position, and I think we can play in trade range. Might have a land trick. I don't think that matters. I think we can put him here. There's an option, I guess, to pop the structure and play, like... Well, I don't think I want to play Hydra. Because those stats don't really line up with the 6-6 nicely. These do. Not nicely, but it's the best I have in hand, right? We have the 6 stats. I'd rather not just get Monstrous Hydra gobbled. And this is solely playing around the fact that he would have Windfall plus a second 7, which I think is pretty likely. Definitely worth playing around that. I think probably if I could afford Tyrannax without collecting, I wouldn't step. I mean, I could +1 and put him here, but I mean, I don't want to play out of trade range entirely. Faeria, so there are Frogifys in existence. The structure will be really nice once Reaver comes down also, or comes into my hand. Easily be able to afford it. Wow, we got a 10 stats if we want it. Do I draw? Do I draw for Frogify? Perhaps. Frogify here would be huge. I guess the question is, what is my follow-up play if I do, like... Well, maybe I'm playing Aurora and double trading, or we run away. And if we run away... I think runaway is probably best, but I'd have to build a land to do that. Should I draw then? Or do we build towards Leaping Fugu lands is the other thing. I think we're not under that much pressure, like the 4/4 threatening to proc, yes. But I think I'm actually just gonna build the land and retreat. That makes the most sense, because we have Fugu in hand, we're not under any pressure. He is quad collecting. But if we get closer to this is a pretty nice boost. And we can deal with Beru now on this turn. He stepped up for us, which makes sense. That gives us one extra card draw even to fish for Frogify. What is this? That structure is doing work, though. He's not getting to that at all. Ooh, a 7/7. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a lot of stats now. Okay, that is a lot. Do want to take this. I don't have a clean answer to the 7/7. That's a lot. This is also only a 5/6, which is not great stats to fight 6/6. I might want Aurora on this side then. Colossus can always fight it though. Oh, this is a tricky turn, actually. I do want to build the lake here, right? We have Water Alley. I need to Aurora in here. Okay, I'm gonna build this one. I'm gonna come here. Aurora. Aurora just dies is the thing.
Would you like some tea?
That's okay. Oh no, my structure. I work so hard. Sad. That lake's really unfortunate. It would have been lovely there. Reaver! Okay, so we have +1, 7. I can play Sturdy Shell. Damn. That's very unfortunate. Could use Reaver to heal since we're kind of in an unfortunate spot. So we go for this and this. That's 5. I do have to build the land if I want to, like, trade a thing. Okay, I think we have to. Right? I think we have to. Let's do it this way. I'm pretty confident we can find an enchant. We've only played... Okay, we have played 2. So we have 4 in the list. Because obviously can body block and whack for face, but it doesn't matter too much. I just wanted to block the well, so we can't just take a hit and collect. Oh, steps there, though. Aurora. Okay. Well, he still trades. That's cool. Yeah. The 8th land just gave me a free Humbling Vision out of my opponent's hand. No! How could you? It's really too bad I can't go Reaver face. But I guess we just play Reaver straight up here. We saw the 1 Humbling. This is bad. Can get hit for 12 in the face. Wait, am I dead? I'm on 8? Okay, I'm not dead, but he just drops another creature. I think I'm dead, actually. But this is my only play. All he has to do is hit me twice in the face and drop anything. Anything with jump. Or just a water creature here. And I'm dead. I can't kill 2 things. This deck is not reactive. I guess I could have oh, cool. I guess I could have avoided that by stepping here. Oh, we got another one. That only sets me to 10 though, so... Not good. GG, I suppose. That was too many stats in my face too soon. I think we also just lost the structure, which was massive. I wonder if there was an argument to popping it to play around tower. It was at 8, so I probably could have. Definitely unfortunate. So I think I'm just gonna go for Rakoans because I want an answer to flyers. If that comes down. The other one's beasts? Yeah. So we'll do Rakoans. Keep track of the neutrals. 3 neutrals. Probably just triple commands, but it's good to know that there's triple commands. Spirit Theft for Auroras, very cool. Do we just hang on to it for Aurora? Even though it's a very late game play. We want tools to fight early, I think. I think we don't assume there's gonna be Aurora. I think we need tools to fight early. Sure, shield mates. And Crystal Spice would be nice too. Ooh. Ulani kinda nice too. Buff trainer, 3 health, okay. Trades with my illusionists. Very far away from illusionist, extremely far away. That will step up. I mean, I am kind of forced to just play this. I could try to go right side, but I think we go this way. We'll just stockpile some stats. Can play Ulani next turn, and those stats will trade nicely at least. Not with this double trade happening. We could forego a collection just to get a 2/2. Oh, okay, 4/4's there. That's fine. Ooh. Okay. I think I'm comfortable just stepping up. Ulani. Oh, Ulani gives me Cannoneer. Why am I even that worried? We literally just play this and cannon. So I guess I'm cannoning Reveler, right? Which means I need something here. Cannon can go there, that's fine. That one. Let's do this for now. Got the cannon and a crystal spice. Do I pop this? 5. I just want to... I have some time bank, and this one always takes, like, some time to figure out. So, Dream Reaver. Dream Reaver. We're on 10 next turn. We can Windfall. I think Windfall makes sense. We have a lot of cards, so we need the extra Faeria. Windstorm Colossus. Yeah, we'll go Windfall. We've got a nice illusionist lineup on the 5-5. Doesn't look too terrible until a massive 7-7 comes here. Or Beirut. Beirut's playable. We're playing Dream Reaver again. Fancy that. Actually, if he steps this up, that's a huge illusionist trade on that. So is there a way I can kill this with something else? Oh, he's going the other way. But I can go this way. Oh my god. Okay, illusionist here is very cool. So can I find something here? I can. If I want a spirit theft, we'll start with that. We need the desert built here. 100%. We can also chieftain. That's 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's so many good options. I think we go for chieftain spirit theft. Chieftain. I think that makes the most sense. And then we can step on the well. This one. Alternatively, I could use Illusionist here to trade Archon before he procs. This one's so good, though. I think I'm just going to do my original plan. We're going to do this. I can't put you there, right? No. This, I want a Collector here, and I want a Triton Warrior just for stats. So that looks like absolutely fine. And that windfall made a difference. We needed all that Faeria. I mean, we didn't need it, but it's really nice having the extra pressure. Of the 4-4 there, and the backup Collector. I love this position because my opponent did not build a lake, which means I get to step on it pretty convincingly, build a land, and that's a Dream Reaver land. We're on 3, 4, 5. So 2 more lands, but very close. Invest the command into the 1/1. Crazy, but I guess fair enough. I don't have cleanest stats to deal with that. This is not terrible, actually. So we saw 1 command, and Chieftain did his job. I think I'm cool with that dying to a command. You better have a 7 cost. Just throws that in trade range. Wow. Okay, does not want me getting that land. Sure. But that makes me very happy to see 3 Faeria invested into the 1/1. Or that was the 2/2? Yes, full clear, best clear, and we can even get a Dream Reaver land up here. Super cool. Desert, what has most of my stuff? Forest? We played 2 chieftains already, so probably lake makes more sense. In between well. Okay. I think we've won this one. And so my opponent possibly goes for green-blue. I'm not sure. Depends what the yellow is, I guess. Okay. The stats kind of lined up for us. Very nice. And this is the last one, since it is a best of 3. So, match points. Zote has the pick advantage. for winning the first match. Let's count the numbers just in case. We've got a lot in here. 21, 36. Okay, so we are going for that. 2 neutrals and 3 dual-colored cards. Sorry, 3. 6. 36, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. Toss everything. Ick. Ick. So that could be Tosser and Octopus. What else could that be? Apex Predator? I guess that's it. Tosser and Octopus. There's nothing else you're running green-blue, right? Can you tell I haven't played this game in a while? Life's been busy. These tournaments start at 9 AM on a Saturday also. If they started a bit later, I would be a bit more on board. Oh boy, so we got some ramp, and we don't have anything in hand currently. Okay, good. We're all good. I wonder if I try to sneak a double collection. Since we do have Cannoneer, right? He hard invested, so we could hard invest. And that might be reasonable. Just because of our starting hand, it's very clunky. So we might not get much to collect with anyways. I don't think it's a huge disadvantage to play the Explorer here anyways. I mean, he could decide to swap now and go this side, but does not. Oh, wow, that's a lot of ramp. Okay. At least we can kill the double collector, right? Oh, we got Elia. Okay, so that's a call to make. Do we put... Oh, I can't play Elia. Never mind, that's not a call to make. What is a potential? I could put... I can't play Illusionist next turn anyways. Why don't we start stepping the 1-1 down? Oh, we need to be careful of Tosser now. Right. Okay, we will keep this guy here then. So... This way, Tosser does not get the frog spawn if he kills the 2-2. He has to kill the 1-1, and then we have a 2-2 answer for the frog. And that's important. Siege engine! Double neutral. Wow. So we take our double collect. Wait, double neutral. Invest double that blows my mind. Invest double neutral here. Definitely needs 6 lands, but now gives up this double neutral. Interesting. Do I want to play Chieftain or Elia? Elia? Laya would be great here to contest. If I want to relieve pressure, I should put Laya here, yeah? Might just have buffs to deal with it. I would give up my collection. Am I willing to give up my collection? I think this is actually a really good position, and we get to play two things. So I'm kind of more on board with that, because I don't want to get blown out. It's got quite an aggressive setup here. And I just like the Laya positioning better. It actually is a disaster if that gets killed, right? That's not that big a deal. The taunt structure goes here, it blocks my stuff, but he can't attack me either, right? Guess to set up trades on his time, but that gives me time to find Meteor. Excuse me? God damn, does not like Leia. I guess fair enough if you don't have an answer. That was extremely expensive though. Damn. I mean, he spent 5 to kill it, I guess. Because he just netted himself a toad. Okay, let's start our double collection. We need to get that going. We'll keep these guys together. I mean, now that I have Spirit Theft, I could theft a toad. It's unfortunate I can't play second Chieftain. But I think I want to hang on to it. The question is just where to put this 1-1. I think we double up. He didn't have Tosser that one turn, so we top decked that Tosser. But I still think I should play around Tosser. He's gonna double trade. I mean, Illusionist would be nice into this. It's just pretty risky. Yeah, I think it's too risky. Like, Tosser here is not great. I can deal with it with theft and stuff, but then I lose my whole right side. I don't get to double collect that turn. I think the risk is not worth the rewards. Just to find an illusionist here. Seven minutes on my clock. I guess that's plenty of time. We can start drawing now. Crystal Spice is much needed. We got a lot of Faeria. This deck does very well with large amounts of Faeria. Like, you'll stockpile it up a lot, but still going for as many collections as possible is great, because you just have so much to spend your Faeria on. Huge mana sinks. So debating whether to take the structure, I think it's smart not to kill it this turn. Set it up for next turn, because then you at least get flexibility on where this water alley goes. Draw now. And I can't play more stuff. So I should play something here, one of these two. The 3-4 goes in an awkward spot. We could also step back and play shield mates. That gives him like buffs. Don't have to risk the life of Chieftain. I think that's okay. I don't mind that. Let's just do this. So we do have the double theft, so I could kill Water Ellie if I want to. I can kill Frog, and we just preserve the HP of Chieftain, which is a little bit better. And killing these guys off earlier is good too, because then I'm not wasting the bodies when I get like Cannoneer or even Illusionist. Oh, it is a Rain of Fish deck, okay. Oh! Sniped. Yeah, maybe I should have considered that. Oh! Well done. Goddamn. Yeah, I couldn't play around that, I guess. Double gift is insane. Plus rain? Crazy. Okay, we'll give that one to Zout then. Congrats. And we'll move on to casting. So let's take a look at the other end of the bracket. That was unfortunate. So we could continue, or we can jump to the other side. Let's take a quick break. I'll set up some sort of match, and we'll continue on with the Seifer Open number 2. Thanks for watching so far. Okay, welcome back to the Seifer Open number 2. Zoat versus Kilt in the... is this semifinals? No, round of 8. Sorry, the last one was round of 16. This one is round of 8. Zoat beat us with the spicy combo last set. So we've seen a good chunk of his lineup. These two lists at least. Kilt's running double yellow, 1 red. Carassius? Oh my god, Zoat does not have an answer to Carassius. Oh dear. That's not good. I mean, okay, red maybe is a counter, but we need 2 counters. That's very not good. I am severely fearful for Zoat. Okay, we're starting with the mono blue 7s. Kilt's gonna take 1 of his yellows. Zoat doesn't have many answers to yellow either. Perhaps this list, this blue list, is not the worst at fighting it. It'll actually be pretty reasonable. He's got quite a bit of Swarm in there. We've got Triton Trainer, that's a good answer. Frogify awful into this matchup, but that's okay. Gabrian Archon, not bad. Okay, I think Zoat has a reasonable time into Flyers with this list. So perhaps that's okay. This is an interesting list from Kilt. I just saw a Balloonfish and some normal flyer creatures. And we know that there's Shaitan Demon in the list too. And Bloatfly. Ooh, this is a home brew. I'm excited. And double opener is fantastic. These two, like always, Merchant and Emissary, those are great to have doubles of in the start. So having both in a list is pretty cool. You're more likely to get this double collector opener on turn 2. Zoat also with 2 creatures playable. Invests into the 3/3 side, which makes a lot of sense. I think we'll probably see a Bloatfly, sorry, not a Balloonfish here. Oh, we did just pick up Vulture, though. So there is a debate. Do you collect, save your 3-3, or do you force your opponent to invest lands and then you surprise Vulture it? I'm honestly on board of the Vulture line, potentially, here. It's... In my experience, I find it hard to find Vulture targets, so you should take them when you have them. And I don't think it's that devastating for Kilt here. We can play a Tyrannax to follow up Collect. And it looks like that is what he's doing. He agrees. I think it's a good play. You also are drawing out a double neutral from your opponent, so he's not like land ramping. Not that Zote maybe wants to, but it restricts his path if he wants to take a seemingly good trade rather than doing something else he might prefer. Now, actually, on Zote's side, I would like to go left, now that I think about it. Just because you're playing into Husk, you saw the Merchant, so it's a guaranteed you're playing against Husk, and you need to preserve your collectors as much as possible and not fight. So I probably would have preferred going left side just to solidify my double collection. Here, it's a bit tricky when Kilt's got 2 creatures built up here. Even, like, I guess it's pretty likely we get to double collect, but then we're forcing our creature into our opponent, and we need an answer. So, I think it was just better to go left side, but Zote is gonna get punished even harder with the Vulture. It's a big nasty Vulture. And Zote really wanted to find some 7s. Like Windfall would be great here, that auto procs your guy, but you can't draw for it. So you need to build a lake for Bearu. And yeah, we're forced to send our creature into the fire because we did invest into that. But Bear is not bad here. Slap down in the middle of these 2 deserts, and Kilt doesn't have a clean answer to this on boards. We are going to lose those deserts. But sets up a double collector. The one Vulture's been played, and honestly, I don't know that Kilt requires that many deserts for the rest of his list. We do have Bloodfly and Vulture both in the list. He's probably going for Champion then, actually. I was thinking of normal Husk things, but interestingly enough, Husk itself is too wild. 2 desert and 2 wild. So the lakes don't matter for that. Yeah, I feel we just slap stats down. I don't really know what else we can do. That makes 10. Swordfish, I guess, makes the most sense. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, I don't really understand where that guy's going. Are we gonna race? Because we just lost our 4 power that we needed to clear Bearu. He's tied down at the moment. Cannot advance. So perhaps we're gonna race with Swordfish, Balloonfish. A dangerous combo, swords and balloons. Is this trainer buffed? Or I guess he's just trying to take out a 3-3 and then advance. That makes sense. Threaten more deserts, which Kilt did not give a great response to. Bear is a spooky boy. Gotta be careful about that one. Wow, I think he's gonna eat up like all of Kilt's lands here now. Not good. At least Swordfish is wild. Builds a land to step on. Well, I guess we're all flyers. So Vulture's never going to be playable. We've got not many options. And we can't race. There's a Beirut at our face. So what you gonna do now? I think... I don't know. We're in a very bad spot now as Kilt. I guess Swordfish has to come down to stall a little bit. If you play Merchant, Beirut slaps you in the face and you might be dead on the next turn. And as Zote, he can race now. Just slap everything at face. Drake Rider's honestly not awful. What are our other options? It's pretty expensive, but we're not going to be playing that much else. Oh, I think I like Drake Rider, honestly. It depends. If you want to race, like... Obviously, Drake Rider would have to go face. So we could do maybe a Seifer line and put a 4-4 here to collect if we're not confident about racing. So maybe I'm more on board with that. Cool race, but Kilt's like still double collecting. I think we should play a 4-4. Should have blocked with the balloon fish. Blocked with the balloon fish. Oh, on an earlier turn? Yeah, I mean, I think it was fine to just keep one of the 4 powers up to fight Beirut. Just more stats to fight him. Wow, we got Nightmare now? A little bit late. Quite a bit late. That's super awkward now, too. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. What do you do here? I honestly might even consider Nightmaring the Beirut, or maybe the 4-4? I don't know. Because Merchant just absolutely gets crushed here. Okay, you can Vulture it. Oh, it's so expensive. Like... We have to deal with the Beirut or we die, right? I don't know. It's not really not got many options. I don't even know if there is a good option. Yeah, don't put deserts in Beirut trade range. Oh, Bricked Colossus. Love to see it. I mean, even with Vulture in hand, 4-4 trading 3-3 and Beirut going face is still a great line. We don't get to play our Drake Rider. We have 2 Drake Riders. But I think same as last turn, just dump another 4-4 as a collector. Looks really good. We're on 7 here. We can dump 2 things. Oh. Aurora? Wait, what? Misplay? Oh, we going face? Oh, we're going face. Yeah. Is that fair? I was thinking we would trade this and then pre-Aurora to boost him back to 6-6. I think Zode gets blown out here. It's a little bit ambitious. Kilt has an amazing nightmare target now. Wow, how did that work out so well? Like, it keeps flip-flopping between these two players. That sucks that Zode lost connection. But I think he might actually lose here. Because we get to do full clear. Man, I've been getting like 2 calls a day from robo-callers. So annoying. 5-3 coming back to defend. Not sure. No, that makes sense. We don't want to lose to Colossus. Yeah, that does make sense. And speak of Colossus, I hope Zoe comes back. Like, I think Kilt is in an extremely winning position now. Maybe not extremely. Like, Zode can develop a creature here. And we do have the 4-4, so yeah, maybe it's okay. We place the 4-4. It double collects. We optionally have a path to face that our opponent has to defend from. And defend from on all these lakes, too. Really sucks. So 4-4 here. What is Kilt's response? We can only put Royal Judge there. Which I guess Zode doesn't have an immediate answer to. Yeah, it sucks. Internet issues suck, but it is potentially anyone's game, but I do think Kilt has this one on the bag, unless Zote were to find some very specific answers. Like, he needs to find a command to fight the Royal Judge. And then even then, you don't have lethal, because you're not going to be able to afford all the other stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can just play your turn. What I would like to do is just play my turn and not end turn until the opponent recovers, but it doesn't look like Zote's gonna recover here. Alright, well, we'll hope that Zote comes back, but that first game's gonna maybe anticlimactically go to Kilt here. He was in a very good spot. When you, like, you're on 6 HP, but the amount of board control you now have, that is what goes far in the game. Okay, Zote says he's gonna forfeit. Cannot get his internet connection winning, so Kilt will win by default. And move on to semis, which we'll just have to wait for. Bamster and Wise Knight fighting the other one. Whoever the winner of that will go against Kilt. And the other end of the bracket, it seems like sorry, not Zote, Zorni is streaming that one, so you can go and check out Zorni's stream if you want to see his games. And he is actually all the way to semifinals. Oh, Bamster is ready. Okay, I just refreshed. So Kilt's gonna go up against Bamster. Kilt will get a 3-0 win. Alright, welcome back to the Seifer Open number 2. We're entering the semifinals of Kilt versus Bamser. And Bamser, oh, straying a little bit from the path, I see. Only 3 yellow decks. Not good, Bamser, you're slipping. And Kilt immediately bans the non-yellow, which makes a lot of sense. Also, still the Carassius is left open. People not respecting Carassius. But, to be fair, Mono Red into Bamster's lineup? Yeah, maybe we should ban that one. So that could be definitely a fair ban on Bamster's end. We gotta protect these yellows, but Carassius still, I think, will be a challenge. Swarm has a natural strength into flyer things, and I think most yellow things. We'll see how it goes. A lot of yellow has high attack, but low HP. Swarm has low attack, but many, many, many bodies. Many HPs. Okay, so we got Kilt's homebrew list with the double 3-drop openers. Didn't get it this time. Bamster going first with Manta Rider and Mistral Guide. Solid opener. Okay, plays it on the right side since we do have a playable 5 Faeria. But not necessarily are we going to play that. Cannon Carrier looks good. I think that's the only pick. Unless you really want to get a Collector down this turn and you can go Forgeling, but... Oh! We are. I don't think I like that pick. Solely because of the matchup here. You're playing into Flyers and this creature kind of sucks. With its stat line. Cannon Carrier is pretty good. Especially into Flyers Cannon Carrier is even better. Get those more swarm bodies. It's like a Battletoads. My Bamps are going to be playing the 5-drop? No, he doesn't have enough for it. Okay, fair enough. That was a good Wind Soldier line. And Kilt cannot afford Manta Rider. Little bit awkward. Because Demon we don't particularly want to play as like a double collector here. We want to put it left side. Let's make a cool play next turn, Bamster says. He's eyeing that Cannon Carrier. Cannon Carrier here would be very cool. We're on 8. We can't really afford anything else, but I do like Cannon Carrier this turn, I think. Just getting a 4-2 up in his face is pretty nice, and then we can just be here. Yeah, we can put the desert wherever, because Cannon Carrier wants to have flying, so it can be placed here. But this place makes sense just for future collections. Now, this Mistral Guide's in a little bit of danger, though, also. Being this close to the 5-5 with Flashwind tricks in existence. Okay. Fair play. Quite expensive, but you are running the risk of mobility trick into killing it, so I think I don't mind that. Take the trade on our turn. Sure. It was very expensive. Like, the other option was maybe we could just run away. It was card expensive. Obviously, we collected twice with that line if we're not running away. But I think it was fine. This one is nice. Manta Rider contesting Manta Rider. Threaten the double collection. Not really, I guess. You can just let these trades. You still have the 2/2 underneath. But... Ooh, I like the Bloatfly. I like the Bloatfly placement as well. This just... You want to kill it, but then your 2/2 gets valued. You don't want to kill it. A lot of bodies there. Bamster needs to angle his way somewhere else, perhaps. It's really awkward. It was very awkward. I think you just go for the hit on the Bloatfly since you have Vulture. It might take it with Shade Demon, but that's okay. I think I'd rather just stop the Bloatfly here, and that's your best option right now. Do that, and then what? We got Mistral Guide and Shaitan Demon. You could send Demon up to this space. And now debating Golem? Okay, just matching the stats. That Bloatfly gets to proc, like, pretty easily. So, not great. It's now the same trades, on Kilt's end that he has to consider. Like, he can kill this, but then the baby Manta spawns and gets value traded by the exact same stats. But I think it's very favorable for Kilt. He gets a proc on his Bloatfly. It doesn't get to do that much, though. You step onto the desert, and you're a 3/3 facing down a 5/4. So Bamster at least positioned his creatures nicely where the 5/3 is out of land range. Alternatively, though, Kilt could ignore the value off of Bloatfly and just straight trade this. Which is what he's gonna do. Unfortunately, that's gonna get vultured. Curious why he didn't trade this, though. Now Golem can potentially take the value trade. Potentially. Okay, building lands to collect off of. We're at 6. Not enough for Mr. Guide in there. This is gonna suck, though. Kilt has 2 Mantas that can spawn, which will both ping our poor little Golem here. That Golem might as well be a 7/1. So not collecting. Wait, did we build a neutral? Okay, we're gonna sidestep this way. Just to play out of trade range of Demon? Okay. But now the 2/2 just gets to step up and collect, so... I don't think there was a reason to hold this back. Well, he was gonna go up here instead. I guess it doesn't matter. So this just... The goal is to get a better land structure on Bamster's end. In terms of Bamster's side, he's looking at it's looking fairly even. He's got the double collector, Kilt's got the double collector, but it's a land creature. But he has to collect with the 2/2 this turn. Not a big deal right now. Triple demon. That's a bit much. Definitely draw, right? Or is he considering aggressive desert? Aggressive desert doesn't really do a whole lot. I guess you can keep Bamster's creatures at bay with the double. Just throw these into the void. It's a good opportunity for a land, I guess. If you're concerned about that aggro spot. Oh god, don't play that third one. I think if the third one comes down, Bamster like just ignores all of them. Let them eat themselves. Whose turn is it now? Is Bamster's turn? Okay. We have 2 yellow players. I'm confused. Gonna get a flying monstrosity somewhere. Why did we training? Because we had... Oh. Why did we training? I don't think the training was purposeful. That didn't make any sense. We could have just saved that for Mistral Guide to do some spicy things. Not sure I'm a huge fan of the monstrosity placement also. This is one movement trick away from just dying. I mean, I think you win if that happens. Okay. Balloonfish is a pick in this deck. I haven't really seen many good Balloonfish targets in Kilt's list, to be honest. Typically, this card, well, obviously it's good with like more swarmy creatures because it deletes the creature from the battlefield for the time being, which is just not really great. It's like you take away tempo pressure and don't really gain that much back, so like the Balloonfish actually has to be doing something relevant. I'm not sure if this one is. You're taking away like the self-ping damage maybe if you're tempoing and lose gas. But in order to get your creature back, it has to die, and your opponent, like a 2/2 is not very threatening. We saw in that one match where the Balloonfish went aggro to face, just to get the aggro land, but it ended up that the 2/2 was just kind of stuck there doing nothing. Okay, we had double demon again on board. We have monstrosity again. Monstrosity looks great. Well, we have that Mistral Guide still alive. I bet you hate that 2/4. That 2/4 you so kindly gave him. Imagine if this was instead a 5-cost... what's that card called? The 2/5 that scales power every turn. instead, and you didn't have to throw Soul Drain into the 4-2. Somebody who used both 5-drops effectively. Oh, did he? Wait, what was the other 5-drop? I didn't even pay attention. I mean, Cannon Carry is just great. It's just a great card in general. I don't remember what the other 5-drop was. I can look back in time 10 minutes on my stream. Oh, it was Crumbling Golem, yeah. Did he use Crumbling Golem effectively? What did Crumbling Golem get? I mean, based on the tools in Bamster's hand now, it does seem like the Golem did some stuff, but was it worth the 5 Faeria? It only took out one thing, right? I don't... Yeah, it was pretty inefficient, I think, but card-wise... Mainly because Bamster has this double collector, he was able to make use of it. But I don't think the Golem in general was that great. But this is one of the advantages that you can swing over your opponent's Husk list, which I just now noticed Kilt is not playing Husk. Because we've seen this list at least 3 times now, I think. And no Husk, it's only Merchant, just raw Merchant. Which is bold. Merchant's very solid in its stat lines. Like, I definitely debate just hard running Merchant in lists, but it just doesn't really fit the Flyers scheme that well. Being a 3-3, like 3-cost 3-3 Flyer is insane value, but Flyers really excels with the 5 powers stacking on top of each other. Just makes for really clean trades on a lot of popular stat lines, including your face stat line. Oh my god. We're going in. What happened? Why did... Hello? What did we do? Why? Oh, he's planning to kill him with the demon? Okay. Could kill this guy off with Vulture now. Yeah. Did not find a kill, which means that's Bamster's game. That's pretty cool. I'll give it to Bamster. That was a cool line. Very risky, but cool line. Like, all kill needed was a kill spell, which he could have potentially found here, even. Oh, could he afford it? Could he afford... No, he couldn't afford it, right? He's collecting... I didn't see if the power wheel was open. If he could have afforded it, then Royal Judge wasn't out there. So he could Royal Judge his own demon. Well, that was fun. But even Soul Drain would have saved him as well. Soul Drain your own demon. Balloonfish would have saved him, ironically. There was actually quite a few outs for Kilt there. That was an extremely risky line for Bamster, because he lost board control and he was in a tight spot. Okay, we had Prayer in this list. Ooh, Shaitan Scavenger. Don't see that card every day. Or any day. Goddamn. I like these homebrews, though, from Kilt's side. It's cool to try new things. I think the only advantage to Shaitan Scavenger over other rush tools is it's a bit more sturdier, but it's really hard to justify. The cost of it and the requirement. Like, it's a 2 cost 4/3, which is reasonable. It doesn't have haste. Ooh, Bamps are counter rushing. With Demon. Wild. You'd much rather get pinged in the face with your own Demon than you would the haste creatures, though. They definitely do stack a lot. Oh! Where are we going? We are going places. I guess there's no salmons in this list, so he doesn't need this desert spot. Perhaps? I mean, this demon's kind of stuck. He's got to go forwards, right? I guess he could stay there. Still threatening all the relevant desert spots. Yeah, you can just chill for now. Let the demon slap him in the face. Mistral Guide's gonna provide a lot of pressure. Quite a bit, in fact. Debating the double neutral, is that to block? Land block? What do we need double neutral for? Or is it debating going forwards? Debating going right side? You could put it just a simple desert right side. You need 4 deserts for your vulture count, and I'm kind of looking for +1s and draws in the rush matchup. I don't know that I want to waste double neutrals. This vulture is pretty relevant in this matchup. There's a lot of 1 HP potential in rush. And you get to develop a creature, potential collector, potential 1 power cards. Oh, wow. I don't know if I like this. You're like leaving this space open. I hope you're going to put a creature there. I guess he is. Or oh, we have the second neutral. We lost the second neutral. Okay. We literally just gave our opponent, though, a free in to our face, so don't like that. Too drunk? Okay, well... yeah, unkilled sides, follower fate. Ah? What just happened? No way, we don't take advantage of the double Shaitan Scavenger in hand. Holy god. Wait, what? That's crazy. We would have had a great setup, I think, just going face here. Like, setting up the double collection, like with a single creature, we just could have thrown so many cards down. Follower, double scavenger, and we're still able to afford Manta Rider in there. We don't have land space. We do have land space. We have 3 this way. Followers on opponent's land. We have just enough for all of that. Or, well, yeah, I think that makes the most sense. I was thinking we could forego it, play Adventure as a 4/4. No, we just play double Scavenger plus Manta somewhere. And that looks great. This looks a lot less great. Like, immensely less great. Bamster has an opportunity to scale this monstrosity, to send this guy face casually, and build up a potential lethal even next turn. Like, send this Mistral Guide face. You can race now. Your opponent gave you time. Which, like, Kilt really needs to apply the pressure as soon as possible, because he doesn't have as much haste in his deck. He's got Summoning Sickness creatures. These need to come down immediately. So the longer we wait, we're always going to be one turn away from our creatures being able to do anything. We had the fancy 6/6. You can have the fancy 6/6. I don't really know why he's not going face with this. There was once again a decent opportunity for it. Even decenter now that we have Wrangler. Just does not want to go face. I'm very curious as to his reasoning. Kilt's been playing for a while now. He's got like good reasons for doing stuff. But this one eludes me. Putting a lot of bank into that Shade Scavenger damage? I don't know. Got unlucky with no Mistral. You didn't? Okay. I had a feeling he was waiting for Mistral Guides, which is why he was like staying away, but like, you didn't need Mistral Guides. I think you had such a huge advantage in this game just by going face that one turn. You had so many stats to play. And not playing them just because they don't get flying, I think is a mistake. Yeah, found the Nightmare, Bamser. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Nightmare. That was just Vulture. Wait, was that Vulture? What happened? Yeah, that was Vulture, okay. Okay, I think that's game 2 for Bamser. Wow. Guess I should get drunk and play Faeria. Alright, well, we do have Crassius still left on the menu. And I don't know if Bamster's got the appetite for it. We'll see. He is playing Monstrosity, which is probably the one I would hope the most to fight this matchup with. Oh, we've got Illusionist in this deck. Oh, we got Frogtoss. Oh my god. Okay, we got a greedy Crassius. We'll see what happens. I think Monstrosity has a slight advantage into this greedy version. Depends what Bamster draws. To be honest, it doesn't really matter too much what Kilt draws. As a greedy list, I feel you will eventually just get your tools when you need them, as a combo deck. So it might come down to drawing well for Bamser. Full Mole Mill starter. Yeah, as a Crassius player, I don't mind starting Octopus. Like, that's not bad. Also, you're going first. Octopus start is absolutely fine, actually. Don't need to be concerned about that. This type of combo is very expensive. We need 9 Faeria for Crassius plus Creation. Nightmare spotted. I wonder if he rips the Nightmare this turn. There's not really any good Nightmare targets. I think he's going to rip it this turn, yeah. It makes sense. Just because you don't have any future use for Nightmare and you're not doing anything with your Faeria this turn, and probably not next turn you're going to be spending that much either. Might as well just throw the Nightmare in. It will just net you some stuff. Take away some collections from your opponent. Biomancer looks good. 2 draws is solid. Now with Frog Tosser and Illusionist both, I'm curious if... Oh, doesn't play it. Okay, so he's got more than Crassius in the deck, maybe? I think if you have 2 Crassius in the deck, I would definitely play it. Right? Sorry. If you only have Crassius in the deck, I would just play it. Maybe I'd be a bit more concerned if there was more non-blue creatures in my deck. Well, might as well play it now.
I'm so smart, I astound myself.
Right, there is Majinata. Yes. That is 1 card. So we hold here. This looks like actually a classic Crassius. Oh, but we're running... Right, we're running Soul Drain because we have to go to 2 deserts. I mean, it's a classic Crassius when Illusionist was 1 lake, 1 desert. And Frog Tosser was a 4/4. Ooh, I would not play this. 100%. Just because... Okay, I guess it collects is the reason you're playing it, and your 5/5's gonna die. But... there are 2 things. Movement Trek can value trade here. Soul Drain can take away your Crassius this turn. Before Creation comes in. Okay, we're using the Flash Wind on this side. To full clear. Full clear looks good, but we need a aggro desert to monopolize on that pressure. I guess we just don't get that luxury. I think we just... Oof, that is a debate, isn't it? Do we use the Flash Wind here? Okay, we use the Flash Wind here. Give our opponent 1 more collection just to make use of our tools. It's very debatable. Like, I guess analyzing the threshold Kilt's on is important. He's on 6. +1, 7. Like, difference between 6 and 7 isn't very big. So maybe it doesn't matter that he collects this turn. Well, 7 is Maj failed, but he doesn't have 2 forests built. Okay, well, I mean, looking at the hands, we can see that... Well... Okay, so Soul Drain comes... And we're okay, we're not in like a big hurry to defend ourselves, I guess. Have some time. Sure. Unfortunately, Kilt is locked out of drawing if he wants to find like faileds for Maj. Building the second desert definitely sets you back in that way. Illusionist, but no Rakoans. So Tosser Definitely makes sense to toss her here. If we're gonna toss this, we definitely want to step first, right? Yeah, in case the toad blocks our way. Actually... Oh. Okay. I would have thrown in Biomancer there. We would have gotten 2 draws, right? Oh, we are running Laya, so there are more than just Crassius and Maj. Surely there's not that much room left, though. We're running Illusionist and Tosser both. The whole Crassius package, assumedly failed, otherwise there's no point in Maj. There surely can't be room for that much non-blue creatures. Looks very close to the classic. But I think the fact that he didn't play Biomancer there means there are others, because obviously you got 2 Crassius left and you could have got 2 draws, so... Vulture. Solid. Solid setup, super solid. And no Crassius to be found. I guess that's game? You have nothing. Have to draw? Okay, scoop. Alright, 3-0 Bamster gets. God damn. Well, Bamster is going to move on. Was it Zorni? Zorni and Eru were fighting. Let's refresh. Okay, Zorni and Eru still fighting it out in the other semi-final round. So we'll be back. Whoever the winner of Zorni versus Eru is, that person's going to go fight Bamster. And once again, Zorni is streaming all of his matches, so if you wanted to check out the other end of that bracket, check out his matches, his commentary. Zorni gives great commentary. He's a longtime player to the game. You might not see him around that much, but very knowledgeable player. Okay, we'll take a quick break and be back with the finals of Seifer Open number 2. Alright, we are back with the finals of the Seifer Open. Seifer Open number 2, Bamster versus Eru. Eru been crushing it on the other side of ladder, beating both Amoeba 3-1 and Zorni 3-1. Longtime players of the game. Eru's been playing for a while too, though. But both opponents extremely difficult. Eru might be feeling the exhaustion from those couple of matches. Well, let's see what he picks on bans. He's got double reds to fight Bamster's triple yellow. I mean, it's just a red ban. It's always just a red ban on Bamster's end. As long as you have a yellow counter, I think you're okay. Well, obviously. Triple yellows. It is definitely a very counterable lineup. So Bamster banning the real red makes the most sense. Looks like Eru's got a swarm with blue, yellow. Potentially pretty solid into yellow. And then anything with red is pretty solid. Blue is whatever. Now, if Faeria is super confident about the red matchup, maybe he considers banning Monstrosity. No way! Actually forgoes the red ban. I hope you have answers to that. I'm seeing blue, which is not great, generally. And I'm seeing a swarm, not great. And whatever this is. Like, it's an off-brand deck, off-meta deck. I wouldn't have full faith in that. It's a curious ban. I mean, Monstrosity is insanely strong and can beat the counters. So fair enough. my mic spiking? If I speak too loud? No, okay. I have to go into my Windows setting every single time I like start up my mic, and it's always like creeping down just a little bit. Windows is a little goddamn gremlin. Sneaking into my software, my operating system, and nudging the volume down every time I turn it on. Okay, so we've got a Husk list on Bamster's side. Reaver. Let's hope Arrow does a better job piloting this one than I did. Seems like he's running a pretty similar deck. Frogify, Enchantress, so just an enchant Reaver list. Bamster with a decent opener. We have Husk. Ooh, Kodama's definitely the pick. Right. Forgeling is not a great card. I think it's like new player bait sometimes, because it gets many stats, it seems like. Like, oh my god, this can become like a literally infinite power and then 5 HP, pretty solid, but 5 cost is super expensive. You need to get something more than just a stat stick that has 5 HP, which is not a high number. HP is the number you want to pay attention to. If this had scaling HP, well, that would be a different story. Honestly, if this were like a 5-2, let's say, and it scaled HP every turn, would that be playable? It might not still be playable. Well, I think it would be playable if you ran it with buffs. If that were like the stat line. Because you would have to pre-buff it just to make it safe from Soul Drain, Seifer's Wrath. But once you get past that initial turn, it's pretty insane. Because HP scaling's very good. That would be interesting. Swap the stats. You'd probably have to reduce the power. 5 power is good. 5 HP, not good. Not as good. It depends. Triple Reaver in hand now. Can pop one out a turn. Maybe. Pimp just says game over. It's all ogre now. So on Arrow's side, I mean, the goal is to just collect as much as possible. I feel sure we can enchant maybe. What? Okay, very, like, not quick, tempo? I don't know. Spent a lot of stuff on this turn just to hopefully extend the game a little bit longer by doing so. Taking out the 5-6 jumper. It is quite a threat. It is something you have to deal with. Otherwise it's gonna wreck your whole entire left line, which is where you're fully invested in now. Are we killing this? I don't think there's a need to kill this. Pretty likely Arrow builds a lake next turn. Yeah, I think I'd rather just line up Storyteller stats to clear this anyways. Oh, this is Arrow's land though. We could make that a lake. That's pretty scary if you want to put a Storyteller there, actually. Okay, pre-hit makes... Oh, okay, we are soul draining. Sure, whatever. I think honestly pre-hit and no pre-soul drain could make sense. The reason I want to pre-hit is because if we don't, there's a potential where Enchantress clears the 3-3 and then Sturdy Shell steps up and clears our 2-2 and he gets double value trade. That's the only reason I would consider the pre-hit. Don't necessarily have to throw in soul drain, but I guess you can to play around like Aurora. Oath time. We can get a cheeky hit on the Sturdy Shell there if we play champion. Not a terrible idea. What else are we doing with this champion? I'd like to get champion down because Reaver's soon. Not next turn, I guess. Next turn, Aru's on. 9. Needs 11 to play Water Ellie Reaver. But Windfall, maybe? No, he did a +1 for that. Okay, not going for the pre-hits. I really don't mind the pre-hits, I think. But it is better to Oath the 0-1. It's fair. Yeah. I guess that's fair. This is better. I wanted to pre-hit with the 2-2, make that the 6-3, but it's just in an awkward spot. You're not putting it on the 0-1. We can make use of this 2-2 for later. So sure, okay, we'll send the champion to face with that movement trick. Oh, the second one pulls it off. Finds a second husk in hand. God damn. That's the CEO of Twitch, right? Cursing the Twitch guy. Is it? What do you mean 1 minute break? No. Alright, well, Bamster's first victory. Pretty predictable. I mean, Reaver is naturally... Well, Reaver Enchant is going to be naturally bad against Flyers. Well, yellow, I guess, in general. Because the 5 HP threshold, like, they've got Sturdy Shell and Enchantress, really weak to Flyer style lines. So that loss is very acceptable. Arrow doesn't care about that one. He's got Swarm left, and he's got the red-blue. I mean, it honestly doesn't matter. Like, Bamster's rest of his lineup is the same. I guess this one is Husk, so you have some thought there as to which list could fight Husk better. So Arrow definitely running Istanu. That one has a lot of cards in it, but it also can collect a lot. And then the other one, red-blue, I don't really know what that is. It might be like Crystal Spice stuff, it might be expensive stuff, it might even be Ogre Dance stuff, maybe? I mean, there's a lot of options actually in red-blue. You could do like Ice Rock things. Could do like the combat creatures with Land Trick and the 3 cost. Give a creature jump. Triton Banquet. Aren't third place matches played anymore, as Orny says? Often not. People don't care about them. People often just forget about them. I think if Faeria were bigger, they would definitely be like streamed and cared about more. If there was a actual competitive scene. Like, people play Faeria very casually now. The only times you'll ever see me playing Faeria is right now, during these tournaments. I don't play it any other times on my own personal time, so... Not usually, at least. Maybe if friends are playing, but... If you see me on YouTube, that is the extent of my Faeria playing nowadays. It's just still a very good game, but I've experienced all of it. So it's nice every now and then to play, but constant playing gets boring pretty fast. I've been playing a tiny bit of Shardbound. So I'm definitely a lot more in tune with that game now, but to be honest, I'm not a big fan. But I can talk about that another time. We have Twin Soul Spirits. We have Mystic Beast. So I'm curious if this is the 8-land deck that Eru is playing, and he's maybe running Water Ellie plus Air Ellie. We'll see. Yeah, I like this pick from Eru where he's running Swarm into Husk. There's just many opportunities to collect and have creatures stick to board. And you got the little swarmy guys to fight the low HP stat lines. Seems pretty good in general. Okay, it is. We have Air Ellie, so double elementals in the deck and in our starting hand. To accelerate to Twin Soul, I think this version runs Moby as well. Just because the lands are a little bit clunky. You've got a lot of, like Flight of the Mantas, you want to come down early, and that's like 4 lands, pretty expensive. Eru's running Mystic Beast, so you want to accelerate to that enemy well. And Twin Soul itself, you want to come down as soon as possible too. And Air Ellie and Water Ellie are the best elementals in the game. It makes sense. It is probably one of the only decks that it makes sense to run double elementals in. I would say Wood Ellie comes third, but it's a very specific card. It kind of needs buffs in order to do anything useful. Because like a 2/4 stat line at scale, like if it scales stats on top of the 2/4, it's not terrible, but a 2/4 alone sucks. It's just not a great stat line. The money, the value is there. Like the Faeria you spend on it and what you get out of it is decent for the Wood Ellie, but in practice, a 2/4 stat line into common other stat lines in the game right now just doesn't work out that well. But it's why you will see it in like Crackthorn, because you get these little ping stats onto Wood Ellie, which makes it actually usable. Like a 3/5 stat line, not too bad. 4/6, excellent stat line. But in order to get those buffs, you need to play Crackthorn, and then you're stuck with, what, Fire Ellie as the other elemental? Not a good elemental. You could do green-blue, but then you have to hard invest buffs. Green-blue could be usable, actually. There are some ping buffs in mono-green. Like the structure, overgrown tower. Oh, we got a Twin Soul! Only a pick, right? Not even a debate there. Throws into that was a mistake to maybe throw arrow off. What? How could you not be happy about seeing Twin Soul? You're building to 5 lands. How could you not be happy about a Twin Soul? And you gave your opponent trash. That is like the literally optimum merchant you could hope for. I'm sorry you didn't get Firestorm. Jeez. Okay, it looks like the Swarm's pushing Bamster back. Not got a lot to deal with this. Double Husk. I don't know. We can try Double Husk. Sidestep the 3-3. In range of the 2-2 that could get Auroraed, but we don't really... We need to take risks to do anything in this game. I would just dump the Double Husk, right? I think there's no other opportunity for it. You get 2 card draws out of it with the that you can spend this 12 Faeria on. And you're at your 5 land count next turn, you really need those cards. You need your champions and your oaths. Very important. To be honest, oaths not gonna really do that much. Maybe if we can get the 6-3s trading into the 2-2s, but... just honestly desperately want champion. And want to dig for that champion. Ooh, we got a Stanu. Easy game. Actually, a Stanu's not even going to cause that much damage. Because its change just stops on these little piddly guys. And Arrow's already got like a plenty large setup that he doesn't really care about anything anymore. Just keep dumping stats. And that's it. You just win game. Mystic Beast. We do have Fugu next turn. And plenty of time to play it. Bamster has to relieve the pressure he's already under, and then Arrow's gonna get more pressure from the greedier ends of the deck. We are at that stage. So Bamster really has no hope. It's game over. There is a chance. There's a chance you... Well, no champion. Champion's something you want, like, right now. And you don't have any land space for champion anymore. Third Husk. Soul Drain. Gives us a spot. We could Soul Drain, Village Elder, and Oath. That's solid on left side. You actually have stats to contest. Oh, what? Okay. I really wanted to go left side here because then we have a 6-3 in trade range of the 4-5, which is great. That's where we want it to be. This guy is just going to get bogged down with Swarm, I feel. And... okay, maybe the Soul Drain took away one collection. But, yeah, I don't know. I think left side may be better. Moby is found. Probably not a big reason to play it right now. I don't mind getting down Istanu. What else do we have? Oh, we did get the Fugu. Fugu is actually maybe better. Maybe. I guess it's debatable. You're running into the 6-3s now, and this is not a great stat line to fight it. Like, I don't know. To be honest, just play more Swarm. You could play the Fugu plus Battletoads. Ooh, hops back the Mystic Beast, which means there is a double neutral opportunity for the 6-3 to actually take that trade. Oh, unless we're playing Moby, okay. We are dumping Moby. Oh, we're going full clear. I didn't even see the Fnatic. Cool, very cool. Had just enough Faeria for that, with the step back. Oh, we got a champion in there. What if we go champion plus husk? Just triple husk. Like a flame burst return's not awful. We're gonna draw into more champions. So here's my line. We put champion like back, so we can combo it with a future champion, which we should likely draw into. We still have 2 in the deck. Large chunk through our deck. And then we send the Moby back, of course, to not damage our champion. And we play the 3rd husk. Not in trade range. I don't think there's a purpose to that. So just put it out of range. We do have a healthy deck pool where we can afford the triple husk. Just put it safely on this side. Sure, we can put it there to keep this spot open for collections, I guess. And we don't even break a card here. Nightmare's solid. Allows us to set our stuff up again, get our creatures into position to fight those land spaces. 2-2 perhaps step back to take over double collection or threaten the husk. And with this control, those triple flame bursts a turn don't matter. We have Soul Pact. Let's see, does Bamster even need to defend his face? I think the aggro one makes sense. Oh, but the order very much matters here, right? We're doing Wrangler things. I wanted the 6-3 to end up on right side. Oh, maybe I don't, because then the 5-2 is not trading with Moby very nicely. I guess it's hard either way. Village Elder doesn't work because if he's going to take a value trade, he can step out of range of Village Elder. You don't want the Elder to get valued by the 2-2. That'd be very bad. I mean, Bamster managed to repopulate his board, which is nice, but Aru's got the initiative here. He can do whatever he wants. Deletes all the husks. All the husks. I might have considered a value trade. I might have heavily considered that. Why? Yeah, I don't... Well... I think he makes the right call in clearing some of the husks. You don't want to be flame bursted every turn when the game is... the end of the game is not in near sight. But I would have preferred to take a value trade with the 6/6 because now Bamster gets to take that trade on his own terms and not be value traded. This one sucks that it just dies. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Ooh, Bamster's got a lot of tasty treats here. Triple Nightmare. He does have a lot of tasty treats. I guess Moby you don't care about this turn. He doesn't collect. So I want to clear this side. I want to clear this. Possibly Nightmare this. And then it's a virtual full clear. We would have 2 Faeria left over. This thing can collect, though. I do want to get Twin Soul in this guy's face. Does not trade nicely into this, though. Oh, we go for value trades. Are we nightmaring this, then? What? No, 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 no. There was a better line than this. Oh, there was 100% better than this. That was... oh, yeah. I don't like killing the Moby there, I think. And then we end up just setting up the 6 power stats anyways. Like, you're giving your opponent triple collection and prioritizing Moby over triple collection? I don't know. Do not agree. The value trade sure looks tasty, but your opponent's playing Swarm. He can literally find easy answers to this. I want to take this trade while I have it. And the 2/2 can only collect once, or maybe we block that collection. I don't know. And then we could have nightmared something more worth it than a 6/6 Moby that doesn't collect and that forces us to build land to save our creature. I would have preferred to probably nightmare this, maybe. So let's see, if we had gone clear here, done these same plays and just nightmared this instead, there would be a 2/2, there would be a Moby, we would not have Oblivion Rider. Our 1/1 could get value traded by the 2/2, that's not great. And he could shimmy his creatures where the 2/2 is still... or the 2/2 is kind of blocking and threatening the 5/2. Not great. Doesn't feel good. Maybe we don't nightmare the 5/6 then. Spend our resources elsewhere. Yeah, there had to have been a better line though. There's a lot we could have done. At least clearing this one I think was important. Okay, I think Arrow's plan is just to deck Bamster out now. He's on 6 cards. No pressure near the face. We do need to get that pressure. So, getting down champion. Makes sense. Ooh, here's a play. Ooh, here's a play. First neutral we send down. We play champion to move Oblivion Rider. We play the second neutral, and then we Oblivion Rider face for 6. That at least gets a poke of 6 in, and then all we need from there is 1 champion plus something, which sucks. The plus something definitely sucks, but it gets us closer, which is super cool. And we'd only need 1 damage. We have 1 more champion. It potentially could come, like that 1 HP could matter in like a deck out. I mean, Arrow's got 15 cards. There's a 10 card difference. I don't know if Bamster can hold out 10 turns. It's potentially too Oh. Okay. I think Bamster just I think if Bamster found my cool line, he would have taken it, because... Okay. We just threw that into fire. Sure. I don't know if my line will win Bamster the game, but it has a cool line, and maybe a desperate line that we have to take to close something out. Like... 12 is a big number. 6 is a less bigger number. But I guess Bamster's just giving up then by just sending that guy nowhere. Right-click the volume icon and go into sound settings, then bands, you'll find the problem option there. Yeah, I have to open up my sound settings every time. So my mic keeps... Windows keeps lowering my internal mic volume. In sound settings. Oops. Did he have the option to full clear? What was that creature? Was that the Mystic Beast? Well, whatever it was, he could have hit into it. Yeah, and taking a value trade. Is this active? Well, if this is active, we'd kill both things. I'm not sure if it is. Okay, it is. Pick it quick. Shed and brute. That was my quick pick. Is that the right pick? Salamander's neat. That was 50-50. I was going for the 50-50 to try and value trade, sure. So we still would have had, I mean, okay, obviously we would have had that. If we did my line and he's on 6, and then he value trades, he's in a very good spot, yeah. Was Shed and Brute the pick? It might be... Well, okay, these do similar things, I guess. You're wanting to fight Swarm with this. You're wanting to fight Swarm with this, and this just does more face damage. Also fights Twin Souls pretty solidly. Okay, good pick. And now... Okay. Yep, I agree, we need to go face. And take advantage of that Twin Soul spawning next to adjacent. We can put one on face. Exactly. And that looks decent. I think we even Oath here. Tempo Oath. Maybe? Does that make sense? I don't think we wait for Map Dealer. We need to close out the game early. I'm just wondering, yeah, I think we just do it. I don't think there's going to be a decent target for it in the future. Like, looking at our Faeria accounts, we're not going to play Storyteller. Well, and our card count. So, like, the only 2 cards in our hand, we're not going to Oath anyways. We might as well do this for the chance that the damage matters. I guess, yeah, if you consider there's a Map Dealer next turn, maybe it could be worth it. If you top deck it, play it next turn, Oath it. But this one also fights anything sturdy that he tries to fight off 4-3s with. Because Eru's deck is made up of 2 2s, which he obviously does not want to fight these with. Okay, Twin Soul is one thing. He obviously does have Twin Soul. That's maybe an obvious thing that comes down, so maybe for that reason you don't want to Oath. We have enough for Nightmare. Oh, we have enough for Champion. We could just do that instead. Champion this guy away. So we can hit for 10 maximum here. I mean, I think we just hit for 10. Right? Nothing else really makes sense. Like, if we hit for 10, we literally win with Shed and Brute in our deck. So why not? Don't know if Arrow has healing, but that's almost like a... Like, that's an insanely convincing win, to be honest. Getting our opponent down to 2? Just snap that play. Easy. Oh, or you don't even have to play Champion here. You can just, yeah, straight trades, hit for 10, and dump Shed and Brood this turn. Give your opponent less opportunities to do anything. Yeah, we don't even need the Champion. Just dump the Brutes here. And can put it in face range. Cool. Yeah, go for it. Oh, what? What? Why? I mean, it doesn't matter. We're in a great place, but why not Brute? Just makes sense. Like, Arrow could have Nightmare here. And then Future Healing. That could be an out. Okay, at least you went back on your decision. I'll forgive you. Humbling and Salamander. Cool. Not it, and I'm pretty doubtful Arrow does have healing, so looks like Brute. Oh, he can't play Brute! The Madman. I guess you can play Merchant if you +1 here. Actually just prolonging it. That does brick Arrow, so he cannot have healing. Which is reasonable. Why? Why? And Arrow bricked the Battletoads. But it doesn't look like he has anything to clear this 3-3 anyways, so that's it. At least Arrow won't feel crushed that there was inevitably always a Shed and Brood coming down. At least he can sleep well knowing that he did everything he could. And it wasn't hopeless. Don't watch this, Arrow. You'll have nightmares. Alright, that's really unfortunate for Arrow. Because that matchup was supposed to win. Swarm into that, and Arrow was hoping... Oops, he said sack. That is okay. I gave him a sack. So what do we have here? 28... one dual color? Is that it? So it's Sirocco? That is a pretty convincing way to figure out what the deck is. You just count the numbers, and then you know what it is. Don't have to be guessing that much. Like, the options are Ice Rock, Crystal Spice. And if there's only one, that's obviously Sirocco. Yeah, okay, this list is not gonna do great into the rest of Bamster's lineup. We got chunky stats. Ooh, double shaker. And Bamster does even have... Yeah, he's got 6 power creatures in this deck, and he's got nightmares. Very nice to fight the 6 HPs. Champion! Champion's pretty good. And then we can just play a Village Elder as a little collector. Looks good. Sorry, what just happened? I looked away for 2 seconds, Bamster. And we give champion to the enemy. What are you doing, man? Emissary? Emissary? Well, at least you're playing war mind games now with Arrow. Arrow's gonna be sweating. He's like, oh my god, what could Bamster possibly... Oh wait, he already played his card. Picking Emissary over Champion is wild. That is mind-boggling. Especially when your deck is oriented around sacrificing. What could you... Like... Not only is it hard to give stats to cards in your hand, you gotta build up a hand size. But most of that is just going to be deleted when you sacrifice the creature. Oh, we got some hooks. We do have some hooks. Alright. I guess Arrow wins. Perhaps. Congrats. Like, Arrow has a champion in hand now that he can play. Bamster's in a pickle. Okay. Nightmare, drop a Village Elder, get Ground Shakered. It's unfortunate this is 5 HP. Can't afford a double shaker. Discounted Sirocco. Ooh. No land trick in hand, though. We could just dump Sirocco. Focus on collecting. I think I do like Shaker, though. Just deals with the collector. Can go Shaker on left side. We need another land. We can go Shaker a bit more aggressively. We don't care about the Fortune Emissary. Shaker's the only thing that makes sense. Sirocco doesn't really provide much of a threat right now anyways. I mean, Sirocco's always a threat, but... if you put him back and he, like, hops, does 3 damage, he still has to hit into it, you still don't have a clean 2 damage answer. But Shaker back, though. Okay. So really focusing on collections, which is also very fair, into the Husk matchup. I feel like you may eventually need to get this land out, though. It is fair to set up like a double collection spot, but maybe you can already accomplish that with your jumpers. So, I don't know. Because Bamser's not going to build this land. That's for sure. But potentially, okay, maybe he's thinking, I'm going to get a land trick soon, and I want to be able to land trick here. I guess that's valid. Only events. Yeah, why did we pick Emissary? We were always getting 0 Emissary value. What do you mean? I'm mad. How is this happening? Like, literally, what are the cards we want buffed? Champion? Merchant? I think that's it. Champion and Merchant are decent buffs. That's it. What more do we have? Like, everything else are little guys that we want to sack. I guess Storytellers as 3/3s are reasonable. Maybe don't want to sack those ones. Ooh. He coming down. And he leaving town. So we need 5 lands only. Do we give up on this side? Okay. Champion. I guess we aren't pressured into Nightmare this turn. That is true. Why would we Nightmare a guy that's all the way over there? But now we play Champion. We have 0 cards in hand. 0 creatures in hand. Amazing. Okay, that's dangerous with a land trick. I guess we didn't have many other choices on where to put that. I don't want to draw. Oh, we have movement trick that we gave him. Oh boy. Can we somehow clear both with the Sirocco ping? Can we like double neutral somehow? No, I think that's too far. Ooh, can we somehow do a hook though? Oh. It could be so clean, but it's not. Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate we can't move and then shoot. Obviously won't work. Oh, we can't even afford Champion and Hook. Oh, we can. Oh, we found it. That's sick. That's so good. God damn. And we get to collect a second time, right? Oh no, sorry, he's not a flyer. Sick line. And what's even better, which doesn't matter too much from our perspective, but from Aru's perspective, Bamster's got a massive hand that could get a lot of buffs. So playing this line to not kill the emissary and getting all of that value is pretty good. Well, Shaker traded into the 6-3, I guess, but pretty solid line overall. Imagine if Aru didn't have a champion and Bamster did have a champion. Oh my god. Throws in the nightmare. Got him down to 13, and Aru's not got a super solid board yet. Humbling. Now that's emissary value. Just runs away. Yeah, we did actually get the double champion and the merchant. So these are all 4 cards we want, but Aru just says, how about no? Okay, so we can pull champion back. Still kill it with a soul drain. Get some stats. Unfortunate on the timing, we don't get to play like a 6-6 champion to fight the 5-5. Should we draw? To get another stat? Maybe not. Nah, drawing's probably a mistake. We have a lot to spend our Faeria on here before we die. Let's get crazy. Humbling Burst. Plays a Nightmare. Gets to play Fish.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Like, just for the collector, that's solid. Using that one extra Faeria, that would have been a nice oath. But, okay. We'll make do with a 6-6 champion. Oh. Nope, we will give up. I think champion was fine. We could move the guy back so we can't double collect. Just to get a collector of our own down. Nightmare is very expensive. Well, we're not producing anything. Second Husk. We could play Teller Husk with +1, but if the Teller dies, then we can't play champion. Okay, Merchant instead. +1 no Husk, maybe? Or we could do the same thing. Twin Soul. Are we gonna pick Emissary again? No? We've learned from our mistakes now? Zero oaths? Not unfair. We had an oath. And we just bricked it. Actually, we've seen 2 oaths in our deck so far. Because we played one, right? Did we? I'm not sure. And yeah, maybe second Husk is actually not good anyways. Just for ping damage, we're at 10 cards, our opponent's at 10 HP. The third oath is bricked. It's okay. I think we're in a solid spot though with the champion we've got here. Actually, okay, our opponent does have movement tricks, but if we can line up our champion where we maybe contest the neutral spot, solid. But I'm not a fan of this because of movement trick. Center could be good if we're considering building a land. I don't know what that one does. Oh. Okay. That's what that one does? So Bamser has seen 2 hooks. I guess it's reasonable to assume there's not a second hook. The only movement tricks I'd expect is land tricks, so you can't get there. Double burst though, there's an answer. Full clear. Bamster wanted that one to stick really bad. There's nothing up at face. Oh yeah, this is a neutral card. We can do that. So we play 1. Chaos! I wasn't expecting that. Oh, fair enough. You're running land tricks, which I haven't seen a single land trick from. I think that's just unlucky. Because definitely this type of list is going to be running a lot of land trick.
Bow to me.
Bow to me. Chaos is cool. Dumps the second husk. Well, it's pretty desperate now. What do you do? Block the chaos. Oh, we got a big boy. That's pretty good. What? Oh, interesting decision. Is that gonna do it? It's a very interesting decision to make. Just to take the haste to get that 3 damage. I think you're gonna be under too much pressure with the Soul Eater coming down though. You can't deal with that. Let's see, Lyle also came back and can taunt. Okay, it doesn't choose to do that. But now the taunt is going to be taunting Freedom Fighter spot. I think Soul Eater was just... I don't know, does Soul Eater even win is the other question. Maybe Freedom Fighter was the pick, it's just a desperate attempt at your opponent accidentally leaves face open. Because let's see, you're guaranteed 2 damage. It's on 6. If you deal 3 is on 3. You're not guaranteed 3, but it's close. Here you have to soul drain, right? Oh, he does 1 ping damage to himself if he corrupts at least. So, okay. He filled in that land, which means no haste. Wow, did Arrow have the heads up play to play around haste? That's crazy. Great heads up play, goddamn. I don't know if I would be considering haste as Arrow. We might still do it though. For some reason, Arrow didn't play Soul Eater? Wait, he had the Faeria for it, right? Didn't he? Okay, but Shaker seals the deal because now Bamster doesn't have any face damage. There's the land tricks. Okay, so that one makes sense. 13 to face. Did he play 0 oaths? I thought he played 1. No, he bricked 2 maximum. But yeah, game goes to Arrow. Well done. I think that game honestly came down to the giving opponent of champion and taking, not only taking, but playing emissary. But Arrow did a good job there too. There were some cool, tricky lines. So the Husk list is finally defeated, and Arrow now has to work his way through 2 more yellow lists, which is going to be tough. You got the chonky stats. At least you do have some smaller damage. Ground Shakers help. Flame Bursts help. Maybe Sirocco can do something if you manage to collect at least a little bit. Actually, you've got the 5/6, the Ancient Herald, yeah. Ancient Herald's not awful into flyers, actually. Because you do have that 6 HP threshold, but Bamster runs Vulture, so he can take that back, get a 5 power creature again, which maybe threatens something. Most of Arrow's deck is like 6 HP, I guess. Arrow's taking a little breather. It's been a tough day for Arrow. Chunking through those 2 very experienced players. And that match was pretty intense. That match was close. Bamster had some opportunities. There was that other opportunity where he could have gone face with the... Oh, sorry, that was in the other game. I was thinking when he was on 12, we could have got him to 6. With the movement. This list should be pretty... Oh, I forgot that Arrow banned the yellow. He doesn't have 2 yellows to make it through, just 1. Okay. This one should be pretty good in 2 reds. So this is the challenging one. Actually, Bamster told me this was like Rush or something. Which I think gives him an advantage. Arrow's playing some greedy stuff. Doesn't really have a lot of time to build all that greedy stuff up. Oh, but we got Seifer. We don't keep the Seifer. To be fair, I probably wouldn't keep the Seifer either unless I knew I was going against Rush. I feel Seifer is decent into Rush. You're going first, you get to play the 3rd mountain. I don't know. But it depends on the list, I guess, too. Maybe you got clunky stuff, like you gotta build a lake for Herald. And some other shenanigans. Oh, we got Seifer back anyways. There he is. Okay, definitely does not know it's Rush, which is an advantage for Bamster. I think the series will be determined by this. If Arrow wins this, very likely he wins the set. So the fact that Bamster has that hidden knowledge advantage right now is very good for him. And very important for him. And now Eru sees the Flash Salmon. He knows his rush. Uh-oh. We've started building to one side, though. Maybe we might as well continue? We have Shifting Tide, so we can answer the 4-4 here. And maybe actually correct our lands. So, okay, we can do that. We also have... No, Hook's not playable. Yeah, I think Shifting Tide and Seifer makes sense. Doesn't really correct our land structure. We're just gonna have a diamond here. That's okay. Oh, we are on 5 lands, sorry. 3, 4 with LE5. So we could hook something if we wanted to, but I don't think that accomplishes too much. Unless we want to... Oh. Oh, interesting. Accepts the face hit. So there's an option to slide down, shoot this, go face. And that would allow us to produce a land. Could we have put an aggressive thing too? I don't think we had enough for that. We had to throw a hook in there. That was 4. And we'd have to build... Wait. We were on here. We could have slid down. For 1. Shoot this, teleport, hard build a land, drop Seifer face. We would have had 10 at face. I think that was better. We didn't need to play Water Alley there. Right? We had enough for that. Slide. Shoot, that cost 4. And then Seifer only costed 3. Yeah, we would have spent that 4 instead of the 4 on Water Alley. It would have been pretty solid. And then... Bamster would have not had this Mistral Guide here, so in order to apply any more phase pressure, he would have had to build a 4th land, which he probably doesn't want to do. Or he would have had to awkwardly step back to apply some movements. I think that was a great line to go face. Wonderful opportunity. But tricky to think about all the implications in your 90-second time bank. Dumps the Explorer. Ooh, invest the Nightmare into the Double Collector, keeping Seifer alive. Very bold. But it is interesting because Eru, if he wants to collect, has to step his 5-6 away from defending. Or are we just Shifting Tides? I think I like collecting though here, because then we can +1 Herald. And with that Shifting Tide in hand, we can still step back and defend our face. I like getting Herald down. I think. It would have to go over here, and you're just collecting with it. Okay, we are going for Shifting Tides. I think there's arguments to both.
I will bury you.
Didn't know he had Shifting Tide in a Sirocco deck? I mean, didn't see any Shifting Tides in the past match. Which was unlucky for Eru. They were all at the bottom of the deck. But surely when you see Sirocco, you're like, there may be one or two movement tricks in this deck. That's okay. I'm hard on Bamster because he's been playing this game a long time. You should all be hard on me too. Awkward. Where's this Mistral Guide going? We're about to be hooked and have a 13-6 at our face. Cool. Looks like Eru is winning this match. Seifer is clutch. Playing around hook. Oh, okay. Actually plays around hook. Nuts. But I think it's worth it to flame burst this. The only way it's not worth it is Nightmare. So you're really relying hard on Nightmare, but... Okay. What are the options? If you do Flame Burst Hook, you lose the game to Nightmare, I think. But if he has Nightmare, do you not lose the game anyways? I think I would have liked to just do it. It seems pretty tough without... I guess, okay, Nightmare comes here, now you've got a double collector set up, maybe you're okay. Fine. I think if we can be okay if this gets Nightmared, then we should take the line that we're okay with. Yeah, Nightmare, then he's got only one guy on board, though. So the Nightmare does come, we should be able to come back. Maybe? Six cost creature is pretty expensive to come back from. We need stuff to stick. Wait. Not taking this trade? Hello? When you have an opportunity to kill Seifer, you take it. Wait, what happened actually to this? This was able to move and attack, right? Wait, did he play Soul Drain and not kill it? I'm confused. I like blinked for a second and didn't pay attention. Surely you kill it when you have the opportunity to kill it. Looks like Arrow doesn't have a save for him, but... that was severely risky. I might even draw for that answer, not sure. Okay. Can Wind Soldier collect a million times? I guess not. What? Wait, what? Wait, do we not do this? To trigger prayer? Is there a reason to hold this to fight stuff that's coming down? I feel like it's worth it.
Bow to me.
Okay, now we have double Wind Soldier. I mean, obviously we have to step back. Might as well go Flash Salmon face to Prayer. Nightmare doesn't work, but Wind Soldier do. He stepped to the wrong spot. He can't collect now. No way to collect, but that's okay. Deal with chaos at least. And yeah, steps out of double collection range. Well, okay, I guess you did it for this. Oh, did we have to act? Yeah, we could have stepped there, right? Yeah, missed one collection. 100%. Potentially miss a second collection too, because if you were on this space, you can still dash stuff on this turn now and step into double collection. And we missed that opportunity this turn as well, so you potentially lost 2 collections. Ah, there's a Shade Scavenger. Wait, is this card played now? Did I miss something? I've never seen this card, like, played seriously before today. Unless it's not serious. This guy's a little prankster. Surely this double hook can close out some sort of win. We can maybe do mountain face, hit. Are we concerned about taking this much? I guess it's cool to also hook this way and collect. Okay, if we want to do the control line, which I guess is good into rush, we could hook this way, teleport, and place a mountain here and ground shaker to block double collection. Sorry, we can't do that. Oh, we only have enough for one hook. Fair enough. We potentially just hook this anyways. Yeah, I like relieving the pressure. I think there's not really any reason to not relieve the pressure. I would step the 5-5 down though, right? Or we want to defend against more stuff, maybe. Maybe we are a bit concerned about Zealous Crusader. That could be very fair. Ooh. Interesting. Nightmare's the double collector, which means Arrow can just safely go face. Dump a shaker. GG. Not dead. The triple. Oh god. There's too many of them. Really are like zombies. Alright, 2-2. Eru clawed his way back. And now it's very in favor for Eru, both in matchup and time bank. Bamster's got like 5 minutes left on his clock. So he's under a lot of thinking pressure. And the matchup itself is going to be very tricky for him to pilot, I feel. Who knows, he could just top deck Seifer in one of his earlier cards. And that's that. Ogre? It's all Ogre now. He'll never see it coming. Why didn't they do an ogre instead of Tony the Tiger? Ogre, great. Oh, it's Rush? Oh. Ew. Rush will have a better time. I lost? I mean, you're playing against a greedy list, but maybe your list is greedy too. Double Axe Grinder is a nice opener to fight this. You could just continue down center and pop an Axe Grinder. Getting the buff doesn't make a difference here. But you also have Shaker Copter as an answer if you hold your Faeria. Oh, if we want a Blood Song too, I guess that's cool. Works out. Works out pretty well. We didn't lose any of the pings, which is always the problem with Blood Song. Okay, so next turn we are potentially... Well, we're only on 5 next turn because Arrow surely doesn't give us the collection and we'll be calculating thresholds. What do we do as Arrow? We want to set up Water Ellie maybe. Ooh, not good. Not good at all. That's a juicy, juicy Shaker. Wait, what? We do just Shaker, right? Like, Shaker's huge. Since it lines up those copters, the Shaker's out of range. He's on the well. In what world do you not Shaker here? This world, apparently. He's thinking about it. Do it. Do it. Yes! It's just the only thing that makes sense. Mistake, huh? Like, there's an opening for coptering 2 creatures, but you can't monopolize on that with anything at all, so you just play the Shaker, set it up for next turn. Even if you only get to snipe one of these with copter, it's still huge. Or you might be able to get both copters down to, like, trade 1 and trade 1. And it's possibly even better. Now you got 2 3/3s on boards. It's so good. Now as Arrow, we've got an option of Shaker. We have an option of Humbling Hook, but I don't like Humbling Hook, I think. Not with the 2 HP on boards. But I mean, Shaker... Okay, maybe it's Humbling Hook. Maybe it's a similar thing, like, if you play Shaker in trade range, it's not great. But yeah, this is just a good double copter. Yeah. Keep collections. And now area's a bit tight. I guess Shaker's alright. Debating the Flame Burst, though. I think Shaker's okay to play in trade range. it can get flame bursted. But if you play flame burst here, then Bamster's going to spend his Faeria on another creature that you can't deal with. And it's just going to be the Shaker situation all over again. Okay, we go double collection. That makes sense too, because you're not under any pressure of face damage right now. Might as well set up a double collector. And this time Bamster has no nightmares. So that Shaker's sturdy. If we can get this to double collect for the rest of the game, we're in a great spot. But we might not have the time. Seifer or Ogre is what Bamster can consider here. Or Boss. They're all kind of valid options, honestly. Which do I like more? So Arrow's got hooks, right? We gotta be careful about hook. We gotta be careful about... Okay, this keeps our collector. There's land trick. Ogre gives us some value. I might be thinking, though, about how this trade is about to happen and how I'm going to fight the Shaker. Like, Seifer could have been really cool there to threaten. But Ancient Herald comes down anyways. Even still, Seifer could have been cool. Maybe. We'd have to, like, pre-ping this somehow, which is maybe only Flame Burst. And then we pre-ping it, we hit. Seifer's still at 6? No, he would be at... Yeah, he'd be at 6 HP. And then maybe Bamster can find a kill on the Seifer. But it does look like Bamster's got this one. Perhaps. I think Fire Alley, Mountain on the Well, Brigand, or even not on the well, you could put it there. I don't mind putting it on the well though also because it just means like our opponent probably can't afford to hit into Brigand. He's got to deal with this face pressure. Okay, we'll put it there. Put that, plan to Firestorm. Haven't seen Firestorm, so I don't think it exists. Actually, I guess this does work out because we do have a flyer here, so we can just sidestep. We don't have to build the extra lands. We don't have to put our guy in needless risk. Pray for Shaker. Flame Burst Brigand? Flame Burst Brigand makes sense. Keep our collectors. Step on the mountain, I suppose. Amazing. How does the red player have one of Flame Burst in the first 30 cards? I don't know. Or the first 10 cards? We are playing on the bell curve. I got no answers for you. Yeah, Seifer looks good. I think we fill in... Yeah, might as well fill in the center spot. Hook. Ooh. I need one more damage. We must have to take a draw, right? I mean, you're playing against the deck with removal cards. Expect removal. I don't know. I don't... Do you have perfect... Like out of removal options, what do you expect? Like, I would expect Flame Burst. Hook's pretty nice here. I'll give him that. Hook is a nice answer here. If we find something else, that is. Okay. If we don't find something else, do we use Shifting Tide to draw? No, we don't have the Faeria for that. It doesn't really matter. And then, yeah, next question. Do we collect? Move... Yeah, it's not great for Arrow, though. It's in a pretty bad spot. Don't think you will find any ways to come back from this. Humbling Vision. Technically not dead. But... yeah... It's a tough matchup being rushed when you're slow and greedy, so that's too bad. Bamster with 30 seconds left on the clock, though. That came so close. That came so incredibly close. So, I mean, stalling does make sense. You don't have 30 seconds worth of stalling, unfortunately, but that was very close. Down to the wire. If you had healing, like actually just stalling might win you the game, but Arrow has nothing left to stall for those maybe 20 seconds that were left. And Bamster's gonna take it. 3-2. Very intense finals. Congratulations to Bamster for winning the Seifer Open number 2. I missed the first one. And that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys, I guess, in the next Open, which I don't think has been posted yet. But stay tuned on the Faeria Discord for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.